my ride, we're talking now about the fuel for a boat, not the diesel on the Yanmar engine, but the sails. And also, we have 100 boats. We have to be very judicious in our choices of sails. We do work with many sail makers, just like we work with many riggers, but we've chosen North sails for some very specific reasons. I think the first one, Jack, this is Jack Orr, who we've known since '92, evidently. The first one is we have match 40s, which will do up to 300 tacks and jives in a weekend. So we came to North and said, we need help. We need help. So show the world what we have. I'm going to come
Yeah,
back
well,
here
for
closer to
sure, you know, you can, a boat like this, a FAR 40, if you were going to be racing at the top level of competition, you would get the top level of product. In our case, it would be 3DI, which is our molded
We're going to get to that because we got some 3DI. Let's go to the match 40s. Let's
so along the way, Dawn wanted something more durable for the match race 40s.
Because we beat the crap out of it.
Right. Oh, I forgot. We're on a FAR 40, and I forgot we were talking about that. Anyway,
so
this is the material they use for the match race 40s.
Yep.
It's polyester. It's a molded sail. But what's great about it is it's really durable, and it acts like Dacron, the way it ages. And it has all the good maintenance things that come along with Dacron, but it's much more high performance. So you can still have a very durable sail that can go, and I've seen it a few times. A couple times we've gotten holes in sails that came back from Oakcliff. We were able to patch them very easily, and you can probably not even tell where the hole was.
I don't look that closely. And when they're tacking, you don't notice. I'm
Right.
going to say that we use this for our headsails, for our jibs and our Genoas.
Right.
We went back to the mains with just good old heavy Dacron because they've got full battens.
That's
and
right.
so it was a little bit cheaper, but we found that the regular old Dacron just didn't hold up to being beaten to crap every time, every weekend. So we have the cheapest, the heaviest. We have the jibs on the match 40s, which are used tremendously, and then Tommy C, who we work with, up the specs a little bit, so they're a little bit heavier. We don't care about weight in a match racing fleet, so if somebody's doing a refit my fleet, they can go for a sail that's not perfect and only lasts for a short period of time. You can have everybody in the fleet one design and adds a little bit of tiny little bit of cost, but a lot of durability. Okay, so let's talk about some
and then that material, of course, if you wanted to do it in black, you wanted to have a picture on it, any of those things are possible.
As a matter of fact,
so like if you wanted to have a big Oakcliff graphic on the side, that could be done.
So we have this material in black on this boat for the number 4s, because the number 4s, you want to be going fast, but you really want to be safe. And the problem is that the number 4, which you need for offshore racing, a heavy weather jib, you're going to step on it more than you're going to put it up in the air. So we saved cost, made it heavy, made it durable, made it so you can do this and it doesn't get destroyed.
And if you want to deliver the boat with the sail, and you're confident that the thing is not going to stretch.
True story.
Yeah.
When you go to put the 4 up on a delivery, make sure that your life jackets are on. Do not put the brand new 4 on the foredeck, then go, oh, we need our life jackets, and have the 4 fly off the boat. Brand new sail.
Yeah, the bad news is they don't float.
They do not float. Okay, let's go.
That's the next thing, floating sails. So, through this project, I think with Dawn talking about it, the whole idea is to make things more affordable. And these are some things that people do that are in different levels of fleets that race. Because there's guys that weekend race, there's guys that only weeknight race. There's some guys that don't even want to race, but they want to go fast every time they go sailing.
Yep.
So we have many, many layers of different kinds of products that you could use. And so you can get the molded top of the line sail, and any sailmaker will come with a full range of sails.
Yes.
But to be good enough to be able to go sailing on a weeknight, or like you say, if you have a one design class and you want to have everybody have the same thing, you can save some money by picking a different kind of product. So like in this case, you could get a molded sail, which is sort of the most expensive choice in terms of cost, but it has its value, and there's a reason why it's expensive. But you can also go down to a little bit older technology. It might be a sail that's made out of paneled sailcloth that might be a tri-radial sail. So like on a boat like this, you could definitely have a woven sail with lamination inside. It has low stretch threads, and it's very durable. You can leave it furled up. You can leave it on the
so
boom.
furling. Okay.
You know,
okay.
you can sew a cover on it.
Yep.
So if you have a fleet of guys, or if you're an occasional racer, you want to have some performance, but you want to be able to cruise with your sail, or you just want to leave it furled. Well,
There's some coffee.
Yeah, there's some coffee.
Come
on
in
it.
close, because I just want to show people. We talk about this
Right.
at Oakcliff all the time because we have a sail loft. This is the thread that shows the load.
Right.
And then this is really just here along with this to keep it all in position.
Yeah,
So-
well, there's still loads sideways in
Right.
the sail, so you have to have some support that way.
But this is the important one. So if this
Right.
part's broken, you're in trouble. If it's broken a little bit here, you might be okay.
Right.
If you're trying to decide whether to keep racing or not.
Right.
Okay? We're
Right.
always about
Right.
coaching.
And so, of course, that material has a range of colors. It could be gray, it could be white. It's nice to have the white so that you can see the load-bearing yarns. But we can make it in black, we can make it in gray.
So this is the same as this?
Yeah. It's the same thing, only it's black. Well, this one is, yeah, it's the same thing. It's just a heavier version.
Okay, so that's
Right.
just more
This is a
denier?
heavier
It's called
version.
denier?
Yeah, this one has more spectra material in it as
Okay.
opposed to the Kevlar. It's just
Okay.
a heavier one.
Okay.
But that cloth comes in black. It just looks black.
Okay,
right?
cool. And
And
now,
this
now
is
we're
like
talking the
this is a
grand...
top of the line 3DI raw, which is like the lightest sail that you can make and hold the shape.
Let me just
With,
hold on
and
to
it
this so I
doesn't
see
even
something.
have much protection on the outside,
Yep.
which is why it's called raw.
So
This
30,
yeah.
30% lighter?
Yes.
Okay. So look, I've got good hand weights.
Right.
So raw means you don't want to catch this. Right?
Yeah, raw means this is like a no compromise racing sail.
So you don't poke it through the spreaders.
Right.
You don't let it run on the
Right.
lifelines.
Right.
You don't, when you have a 3DI sail, which we purchased for
Yeah.
the FAR 40s and we're reefing them, you are very careful on the reef lines. You
Yeah.
don't scrunch them up. So we're buying we're buying J2s, which we're fundraising for, and 2 mains, which were timely. We've installed the hardened
Yeah.
backcar system, so we're able to have the north recut them,
Yeah.
so we'll be able to go offshore. So when we send the 4 boats to Bermuda, 2 are going to have state-of-the-art mains.
Nice. That's
Yeah.
great. And that's perfect. And then you can, of course, play around with the geometry of the sails as well.
Yeah.
Like, there's materials, but then there's also how you want to set the sail up. So like Don said, like a boat like this in particular, which is, or even with the Swedish Match 40, if we were making the sails without compromising for racing, we would do the minimum amount of battens, and we wouldn't make them full length. And we do that to save a bunch of weight in the sail. But the sail isn't going to age as well.
Yep.
So, like in this case, Don has done the smart thing. They put full battens. They probably reduced the roach
We
slightly.
reduce the roach because if
Right.
you're sailing offshore, you don't have 10 people on the rail.
Right.
the whole
So
time.
you reduce some of the area in the sail.
Yep.
You put full battens across. Now you're giving up a little bit of weight. You're giving up a little bit of shape control. But it's easy to handle. If you have to reef it, it's not going to go flying all over the place. You
Yep.
know?
Yeah.
Right?
So it's making smart decisions. We talk about that all the
Right.
time. If you're worried about 1/100th of a knot and you have a bad tack, it doesn't matter. So
Right.
do the big things excellent and do every little thing as best as you possibly can, but be smart. Don't hold the sail up when you're going to have to reef in a shit show. So reef early. Think about it. Or Rolfie, I can't say what Rolfie says.
Yeah.
Ralph Stites, he says a lot of things. One of them was for safety. Stay on the fucking boat because it's really slow to turn back. So it's really
Right.
slow to break stuff. But I'm so excited to have you here. And North, thank you for being a supporter of Oakcliff throughout the years. We are trying to make our boats as smart as possible. Where this whole Refit My Ride is to inspire fleets to do the same. We also, for anybody out there that thinks they might want to be a sailmaker, not that you're getting older, but the sail
Well, we're
industry,
always looking.
We're always looking for people, and we have a training program.
That's right.
We
And-
have a sail loft at Oakcliff, so we do a lot of our repairs and our recuts ourselves.
Yep.
This was a J120 main that we modified to go on the FAR 40 for a delivery sail. So check out oakcliffsailing.org. Sign up for winning prizes on Refit My Ride on our calendar. We'll see you at the boat show. What booth are you at?
We're down at dock A1 or F1. That's
F1.
where we're down there.
Okay, we're E2, you're F1. It
Right.
sounds like you're Formula One.
Right.
You might be
There
a
we
little
go.
racy there. Okay, so
Yeah.
thank you guys very much. Don't forget oakcliffsailing.org, racingcalendar.org, North Sails. We'll see you around.